This is the parking lot in front of my house, and it's about 200 feet away. 2 years ago, I ran a cable across the entire parking lot to pick up breakfast from the bar. Today, I'm gonna do the same thing on my property, but instead of some food, I'll be the one hanging from it. So get ready, because in this video, I'm gonna build a DIY zip line on my property that's almost 330 feet long. Actually, it's not DIY, it's do it myself. The idea is really simple. I have to find 2 trees on my property that are at least 30 inches in diameter, attach a cable, and hook them up to the zip line. Of course, I can't just climb the tree and jump onto the zip line, so I'll have to build a small tower like the one in Baywatch. That way I can create a starting point to send our mic off. Then I'll use all the nearby trees to record with these tiny cameras.
Nice.
Without further ado, I grabbed the car keys and immediately headed to the property in search of the tallest tree in the forest. And after about 40 minutes of walking under the sun, I finally found it. Guys, this is the tree I chose for the start of the zip line. 33 inches in diameter. After marking the starting point, I pretended to be a human protractor to find the second tree. And after a few mishaps, damn it! Oh, ouch! I finally found it. 14 inches. Second tree recruited. The distance should be 330 feet. 1, 2, 8, 9, 35, 36, 58, 59, 88, 89. In total, it's a little over 200 feet, not the 330 I had planned. But guys, these are the trees, there's nothing we can do about it. The next morning, after explaining the world of YouTube to about 200 kids, 150 autographs. There's a guy cooling me down, guys. It's crazy. First, I went to the hardware store. I need to get the stuff for the zip line. I don't have time to take photos, guys. Then I went to pick up the steel cable. I came here to pick up the steel cable. If you're laughing, it's because you follow me.
Yes, it's true. You're great. All good?
Yes, thanks. See you later. It was time to start the assembly. Here it is, guys. This is the 330 foot long 7mm steel cable. Now we'll take it near the starting tree. Then I also brought the chainsaw because I need to cut some pieces of wood I'll use to protect the tree. This one looks perfect, guys. But once the materials were ready, done, guys, I realized that the work was harder than expected. My goodness, it's so high. Wow. There are 2 branches above me here. I want to attach the steel cable right there. The problem is that this ladder here is a bit unstable. I don't think it's a good idea to do it alone. If we want to see the finished zip line, maybe I should call for reinforcements.
Hey, bro.
There's a little issue. I need a hand to run a steel cable up a 13 feet tree. Yeah, but look, we don't have to dig today. We have to climb. Reinforcements are coming.
A few moments later.
Here comes my savior. Here he is.
Hi, guys.
Wait, what? Wait a sec. Did you also bring a ladder?
We're all set here, guys.
Alright then, let's get rid of this ladder. With my friend David, who I discovered is an expert climber, we started to install the steel cable. Wait, what's the matter?
There's a spider that doesn't seem very friendly.
Let me show you what these pieces of wood are for. The steel cable will go around the tree. This could damage it. Poor thing. So we put these pieces of wood here so that as the tree grows, it won't be bothered by the cable and the wood will protect it. Here we are, and all the small pieces of wood are in place. Good job, David. Alright, this here is the steel cable. We'll make it go all the way around the tree, and then on this side, we'll attach some clamps.
Guys, this is turning out to be amazing.
Look there! Wow, such precision! Alright, now I'll unroll this whole coil here all the way to the other tree. Then we'll have to figure out how to get past all these bushes here. One problem at a time, guys. You have to look at the castle one brick at a time, guys. Otherwise, you'll stop and won't do anything. I've finally reached our marked tree. The entire cable has been laid out along the grass. Let's keep going. After taking precise measurements, I magically grew taller and started attaching the second part of the cable. This time completely alone because the slope was much lower. Now, I don't want to brag, guys, but where else can you find such a well done job? Not even in adventure parks do they do such a good job, guys. This zipline cable is here. I'm pulling it. You might say,
Yes, but how are you gonna pull it there?
well, I had an idea, and trust me, guys, it's not just spectacular.
Even more than that.
Instead of pulling it manually with this tool I just bought,
30 euros.
I'll take the entire cable, go behind this tree here, I'll walk towards the parking area and attach it to the forklift. And when I go in reverse, it should self-tighten. Guys, if it works, I'll save a lot of energy. Okay, on this side, I tighten a knot attaching this forklift here. The cable goes here, it goes around the tree, and comes up over there. And when I pull, all of this should go up. Wow, we've got a MacGyver. Maybe. I've put that orange strip there so when I pull, I can see from a distance if it's rising or not. believe it. Look, the cable is all pulled. It's digging a bit into the tree, poor thing. Wow, I'm so happy. It's so cool. Look here. Do you see the cable? Wow, that's amazing. Perfection. Wait a minute. No way. This piece of wood here is not protecting the tree. It's useless. Now, let me do a little test to see how strong the cable is. And how do I check, guys?
With the shovel.
Let's see if it holds me. Welcome to a special episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here's the question for you. What will happen to Mike Molteni? A. He avoids the tree but hits his back on the wooden coil. B. He avoids both the tree and the coil but gets hit in the head by the shovel handle. C. He magically avoids all three objects. D. He gets hit by the tree, the coil, and the shovel handle. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my god. I had my phone in my butt. It was C, guys. The shovel came loose. I need to find another way to test if it holds. Yeah! It holds, guys. Finally. Perfect. I've destroyed my hands, but the cable holds. It's actually a bit bouncy, but as a first test, we're good. Exactly 48 hours later, I returned to the site to check if everything was fine. I'd say we're good, guys. The cable's still completely tightened. I can finally start building the starting tower. This time, instead of buying new wood, I disassembled the old structure on my property. After mounting my tiny camera on my chest, I first removed all the lights and then I retrieved 4 wooden beams. Okay, the position of the starting tower is right there. Pickaxe equipped, ready, set, go. The first 2 poles have been put up. My goodness, it's so hard, guys. With the camera on my head this time, I also set up the other 2 poles, reinforcing everything with some stones at the base. Guys, how much do I love doing these crazy things here? Look at this amazing platform I just built. How cool does it look? Wow, it almost looks perfectly level. And it's not. But for the mini bunker, I had bought some of these small beams here, nice and straight, which I didn't use. They're perfect to make the entire diagonal structure. Now, I don't want to jinx it, guys. I don't want to jinx it, but the Baywatch Tower is slowly taking shape. And after about 40 minutes of going up and down, I finally completed the diagonal reinforcements. It looked more like a mini wooden skyscraper than a tower. And the floor beams have been installed as well. Guys, look at the structure we built this afternoon. The Eiffel Tower! Now, I wanted to try putting a platform on top so I can go up and check out the height. Oh my goodness! You have no idea how happy I am to have built this little tower, guys. To be honest, my hands are sweating a bit because I feel the height. Now, I have to finish the platform, build the stairs going down, and add some embellishments. But just like with the mini bunker, instead of showing you step by step, let's jump straight to the last day. Here we are, guys! Exactly 2 days have passed since the last clip you saw. Today, I can finally show you Mike Molteni's zipline. Once you get close to the woods, you can already see a spectacular entrance. First, I recycled the poles from my spa and nailed the wooden sign. Then I placed 2 bamboo torches that look amazing at night. After passing the entrance, I created a path about 4 feet wide to avoid being swallowed by vegetation. And after passing through the small forest, behold the completed Baywatch Tower. Now guys, jokes aside, how beautiful is this? How spectacular is this little tower? Hey Disneyland, if you want to hire me, I'm here. As with the mini bunker, I built a wooden ladder and added on the side 2 bamboo torches. And after 4 or 5 steps, I placed the classic warning sign. The classic danger of death sign that I now put on all the attractions. And look at this, guys. Next to it, there are shields with swords.
It's insane, guys.
And what about the floor? Let's see. Once I finished the floor, I laid a black non-slip membrane secured with 4 pieces of wood. For the railing, I attached 3 beams on each side and I decorated the whole thing with rolls of bamboo to get a nice and cozy effect. Now that I've shown you everything, it's finally time to try it out. I couldn't have shot this video without those little cameras I mounted everywhere. They're really fantastic. To capture every moment, I attached my small cameras to the trees around the zipline, but I'm also using them on myself to shoot all these scenes. Really guys, I attached them everywhere. They're so lightweight, you can put them anywhere. Now let's go. Here we go guys. At 10,000 likes and 4,000 comments, I'll build a treehouse. Now that you've seen the quality of the structure here, you can only imagine. Now let's go. Oh shit, guys! It's an insane zipline! Guys! my goodness! An amazing zip line! At 10,000 likes and 4,000 comments, I'll build a treehouse. See you in the next video.